Hey Caleb, my name is Steven. I'm sending you this video from just outside of Fayetteville, North Carolina. I was on your site and I thought I'd shoot you a video with some tips to help you start ranking above your competition for people that are searching for your services in and around the Matthews area, Charlotte area. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over three things that you can start doing today that will actually start moving your website and your Google business profile that has to do with your maps up in above your competitors. Now, by the end of this video, you can see that I do have the know-how to get this done. You can reach back out and we can chat, or if you want, you can just take this information and implement it yourself. Now, the three things I'll be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your home page is what we're kind of focusing on right now. Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the home pages of these service-based industry websites. This actually gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords. Basically, that's the keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for like your services, HVAC services online and related services. So I went ahead and pulled the number one guy here that's pulling number one from Matthews, and that's Travis Crawford's Matthews location page. So their location page is actually the number one, is ranking number one, right? So I went ahead and threw their site into a tool here I use called SE Ranking. And this tool, it's pretty neat. It pretty much gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. Now, currently Matthews, their website, this Travis Crawford HVAC.com, sorry about that. It's being found for 2.9 thousand keywords, right? And their site was clicked on 624 times. Now, it's a bit deceiving because that's a lot of keywords. And I mean, most of it is probably fluff, comes from like blogs and stuff like that. I mean, we're not looking for that. There's specific keywords we're looking for that we call buyer intent. So we can actually click on that 2.9 thousand and that will pull up all of the keywords, right? But we're looking for specific keywords. We're looking for what we call buyer intent location based, just like this right here, HVAC Charlotte. I know you serve Charlotte as well, so you can do this the same. You want something like HVAC Charlotte, like that term alone was searched just over 500 times just in the past 30 days, and they've got all these Charlotte ones, but we can filter these out for Matthews as well, or whatever areas you service, and we want to put them on your site. Let's take a look at yours. So I went ahead and threw your website in here, ERBE, so erbeair.net, and you're currently being found for 7 keywords, but you weren't clicked on at all. So let's click on those and look at your keywords that you're being found for. So these are branded, right? Which is good. Then you have Heating and Air Matthews NC, which is a good one, but that only got 20 search volume. And anyway, you're on page 7 for that, right? So first and foremost, the foundation is content, right? We want you to be found for the keywords. And then once you're found, we want to get you on that front page, right? Preferably the number one spot. And that's what I'm going to show you here shortly. So that's content. For next thing I'm going to be going over is the this local map pack here that has to do with citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC Matthews NC, studies have shown that anywhere between 40 to 60% of those people will be clicking on one of these 3 businesses here. This section is the map pack. This has to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that the main driver here are reviews, and that's not it. The reviews do play a part, but the main drivers are proximity, how close you are, and as you can see, this is Indian Trail, which must be close, but I know your business is in Matthews, so you already have you're already a step ahead there. But citations are like the main. But first, your Google business profile needs to be optimized correctly. After that, citations. You need citations. A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Now, some examples of these directories are like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, right? These are like some really heavy core ones, and you can actually Google like the top 100 um, core directories for citation building, and it'll give you all those. And then on top of that, you can also Google the top HVAC directory for citation building, directories for citation building, and there's probably about 50 of them. There might be more, but you want to go ahead and get in those as well, and that will give you a really good chance of getting in here. The optimization and the citations are a killer combo, right? And you're already in Matthews. And like I said, that'll get you between 40 to 60% of the clicks, not all by itself. It is split up in between these three businesses. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results, and this will get anywhere between 30 to 50%, but this does not share that with anybody, which makes it the most clicked on position on Google's search page. Now, the main driver here is what we call backlinks. Now, when we're talking about backlinks, so you essentially have these, websites out there. Say, for example, some of these websites have a link on their page that when that link is clicked, it links back to your website, right? This is a backlink to you. This is an example of a backlink. Google uses backlinks as pretty much essentially like an online referral system. And the more relevant that these websites are to your industry that you're getting these backlinks from, the better. Or locality. So say you have for example, you have a local blog page, or even your local chamber of commerce or a popular industry site, and linking back to you, that's what's actually going to help push your website up in these Google rankings. So let's go back. Let's look at our competitor again. Let's look at Travis Crawford HVAC. Before, we were looking at the organic traffic and the keywords. Now I want to focus on this side over here where it says referring domains and backlinks. Now, like, to be clear, like I said, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google is able to find you. That's first and foremost. They have to be able to find you. Once they find you for these services that people are searching for online, they got to determine where they're going to put you on the list. And that's determined by your backlinks, right? So our Travis Crawford HVAC currently has 322 backlinks coming from 139 other websites. They call them referring domains. Remember, like I said, it's like a referral system. So that's why they call them referring domains. So let's go ahead and take a look at yours. You currently have 41 backlinks coming from 38 other websites. So let's go back to our competitor, and just like the keywords where we can click on that number and see all the keywords. Oh, and it's not necessarily the backlinks. The backlinks are pretty much just like a pointer, right? It's the relevant and the pretty much the popularity of the websites that are producing the backlinks that are pointing to your website. That's what we want to look at. So we can actually click on that 139. That will bring up all 139 websites they are getting backlinks from. So it would really benefit you to get a list like this and go through the entire list and acquire backlinks from these same sites, right? Because we know it's through, maybe not all these, but I mean, it's these sites that are giving them the backlinks that's pushing their pages up. So if you did the same thing, it would do the same to you. This is assuming that your content and your keywords were right at this point, right? This would actually put you in contention for the number one spot here in Matthews, and then you could go for even Charlotte and all that, right? What would really put you over the top is if you did that same thing and then you continued month over month, add like 15 to 20 quality backlinks from other relevant websites, you would end up taking over that number one spot and getting all that traffic. So let's go ahead and recap. The first thing is going to be content. It looks like that you might have enough. I'm not sure. You could do a word count on here, but you'd want at least 1,500 words with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. And then are the citations, right? And that has to do with the map pack and the Google Business Profile. You want to be in as many of those top 100 core directories as possible, and then also those top HVAC directories, okay? And then you also, it is crucial for your Google Business Profile to be properly optimized. And then lastly are backlinks. You need more relevant websites linking back to your website in order to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC services in and around the Matthews area. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, Caleb, you could take this information and implement it yourself, and it will work. Or if you just want to talk to me, you can actually just respond back to this email. I live right here in North Carolina, a little bit far from you, but still in North Carolina. You can respond back to this email. You can give me a call at 910-551-2006. But other than that, man, I hope you have a really good day and stay warm out there. Take care. Bye.